If you asked me for the one miracle drug that actually exists, I tell you to put on your shoes and head out the front door. We live in a world that sells us hacks and bio-optimization, yet we often overlook the most profound biological reset available to the human body: walking. When you decide to walk every single day, you aren't just burning a few calories, you are initiating a systemic overhaul that touches every single cell from your brain down to your bone marrow. Walking is a versatile exercise for people of all ages and fitness levels. It has many benefits, including a stronger heart, lower blood sugar, lower blood pressure, improved cognition, boost mood, energy, and longevity. It can even help ease joint pain for those with arthritis. Walking is the ultimate act of self-care because it works with your design, not against it. Over the next few minutes, I want to take you on a journey through your own anatomy to show you exactly what happens when you make this one simple commitment. We aren't just talking about getting fit, we're talking about becoming a different version of yourself. The immediate chemistry of clarity. The magic truly begins in your brain, and it starts almost the moment your feet hit the pavement. Within the first 10 minutes, your heart begins to pump more efficiently, sending a fresh surge of oxygenated blood to the prefrontal cortex, the CEO of your brain, responsible for focus, decision-making, and emotional regulation. But the real secret sauce is the release of a protein called BDNF, or brain-derived neurotrophic factor. In my practice, I call this Miracle-Gro for the brain because it actually repairs aging brain cells and stimulates the growth of new ones. This is why that foggy feeling usually vanishes by the time you're halfway down the block. Your nervous system begins to shift from the always-on sympathetic state, that fight-or-flight mode fueled by emails and stress, into the parasympathetic rest and digest state, which is where your body actually heals. You'll find that the problem that felt like a mountain at your desk suddenly looks like a molehill by the time you turn the corner of your neighborhood. The heart, the vessels, and the metabolic engine. As you pick up your pace and move into the 20-minute mark, your cardiovascular system begins a beautiful rhythmic dance that extends far beyond just cardio. Your arteries, which can become stiff and crunchy from hours of sitting at a desk or in a car, start to produce nitric oxide. This molecule tells your blood vessels to relax and open up, which naturally lowers your blood pressure and takes the pressure off your heart. To put this into perspective, some research suggests that for every 1,000 daily steps you take, you could lower your systolic blood pressure by nearly half a point. That means if you clock in 10,000 steps, your blood pressure is likely to be significantly lower than someone stuck at 5,000. But the benefits go deeper into your metabolism. Walking is the most effective way to maintain metabolic flexibility, your body's ability to switch efficiently between burning sugar and burning fat for energy. When you walk, your large leg muscles act like a giant glucose sponge, soaking up sugar from your bloodstream without needing a massive spike in insulin. For anyone concerned about blood sugar or long-term metabolic health, a daily walk, especially one taken shortly after a meal, is more powerful than almost any supplement in a bottle. It keeps your internal engine clean and prevents the sludge of excess sugar from damaging your delicate tissues. The invisible lymphatic flush. One of the most overlooked benefits of the daily walk is what it does for your inner plumbing or your lymphatic system. Think of your lymph as your body's internal drainage system. It's responsible for clearing out toxins, cellular waste, and rogue pathogens. But here's the catch. Unlike your blood, which has the heart to pump it around, your lymphatic system has no central pump. It relies entirely on the contraction of your muscles and the impact of your feet to move fluid along. When you stay sedentary, your lymph stays stagnant, which can lead to inflammation and a sluggish immune system. But when you walk, the rhythmic thump-thump of your feet and the swinging of your arms act as a manual pump for this vital fluid. You are essentially giving your body a deep internal cleaning every single day. This is why people who walk daily often find they get sick less often. They are constantly flushing out the trash and keeping their immune cells circulating and vigilant. It's a literal spring cleaning for your biology, happening with every mile you cover. Now, let's talk about your frame and why movement is actually medicine for your joints. There is a common myth that walking wears out your knees or hips, but as a holistic health coach, I can tell you the opposite is true. Your joints, specifically the cartilage, don't have a direct blood supply. They get their nutrition through a process called diffusion, which only happens when weight-bearing movement compresses the joint and then releases it, pumping nutrients in and waste products out. Walking is the perfect low-impact way to keep your joints lubricated and supple. Simultaneously, that gentle impact signals your bones to lay down more minerals, increasing your bone density. We often worry about losing our mobility as we age, but the secret to staying mobile at 80 is simply moving at 40, 50, and 60. You are telling your skeletal system that it is still needed, and your body responds by keeping your frame strong and resilient against the passage of time. The emotional anchor and the circadian rhythm. Perhaps the most profound shift, however, isn't physical at all. It's emotional and circadian. Walking is a form of moving meditation. In our modern life, we are bombarded by micro-stressors that keep our cortisol levels chronically elevated. Walking provides what we call bilateral stimulation, the left-right movement, which has been shown in clinical psychology to help the brain process anxiety and emotional tension. If you take this walk in the morning, you're also doing something incredible for your sleep. Getting natural sunlight into your eyes early in the day sets your circadian clock, telling your brain exactly when to start the countdown for melatonin production later that night. So a walk at 6 a.m. is actually a prescription for deep, restorative sleep at 10 p.m. You start to feel more grounded, more in your body, and less like a floating head stressed out by a digital world. It reconnects you to the physical reality of the earth beneath your feet. The long game: lower chronic diseases and boost longevity. When we look at the long game, the daily walk becomes an insurance policy for longevity. One walk won't change your life overnight, but 365 walks will change your destiny. When you walk every day, you are building a massive reservoir of health and lowering chronic inflammation, the root cause of almost every chronic disease we face today, from heart disease to Alzheimer's. You are proving to yourself that you are worth 20 or 30 minutes of your own time. The data on this is staggering. One study found that even just 10 to 59 minutes of moderate exercise per week, like a brisk walk, lowered the risk of death by 18% compared to being inactive. Those who hit the recommended 150 minutes a week saw that risk drop by a massive 31%. When we look at the blue zones around the world, places where people regularly live to be over 100 years old, the common denominator isn't marathon running or heavy weightlifting. It is consistent, moderate-intensity movement, usually in the form of walking. By committing to this habit, you are essentially adopting the lifestyle of the longest-lived people on Earth. Your path forward. So, as we wrap up, I want to leave you with a simple challenge. Don't worry about the fancy gear, the heart rate zones, or hitting a specific step count right away. Just go. Start where you are. If it's 5 minutes, let it be 5 minutes, but make the commitment to the movement. Your body is waiting for that signal from you, that signal that says, "We are moving, we are alive, and we are taking care of this temple." If you keep those feet moving, your heart, your brain, and your soul will thank you for decades to come. Now, if you can, put on your shoes and go see what's waiting for you outside. Stay healthy, stay curious, and keep walking. If you see this video helpful, hit the like button. It helps this message reach more people who need it, and subscribe to join our holistic health community. My mission is to help you become healthier, happier, and live a life full of vitality and free from chronic diseases. Thank you for watching, and remember, your health is a practice, not a destination. I'll see you in the next video.